welcome back to another lecture of Lux tutorial. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss few examples that comprises of both the concept of remainder theorem as well as factor theorem. So let us quickly start with this video, but before starting with the lecture, if you are new to this lecture, go to the previous lecture, see all those lectures. I have already uploaded 4 lectures on this topic, that means on the topic of what? Factorization. So I have already uploaded 4 lectures on the topic of factorization. The first lecture was polynomials and the division algorithm. The second one was remainder theorem and factor theorem, the basic concept. Then I discussed about the remainder theorem examples, and then I discussed about the factor theorem examples. Even if you have not seen, or even if you don't want to see the example lecture number 3 or lecture number 4, even if you have not seen the lecture number 3 and lecture number 4, I would suggest to watch lecture number 1 as well as lecture number 2, because there are many important concepts that we are using in this lecture that I have already discussed in the previous lecture. So go there, watch all the videos. Now you might think that where are those videos, where I will get those videos. Those videos links is already present in the description box. Go there, check it out and click on the link so that you can easily watch those videos. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to press the subscribe button and then the bell icon so that you can easily get notified whenever I upload a new video on any of the classes from class 9 to 12. And I know that this topic is a very important topic of class 10 ICSE examination. So let us quickly start with this video. Now let us understand how to solve this question. The question that is given to you is we need to find out the value of A and B if x minus 2 and x plus 3 are both factor of this given expression. Now since we already know about the factor theorem and we already know what are factors, we can easily understand that we need to substitute the value of x in this given expression. But before that, let us quickly take the expression, this entire expression, to be fx, or consider that. So we are basically writing this as x cube plus ax square plus bx minus 12. So I have already considered this entire expression to be f of x. So the next step is to compare this one, that means x minus 2 is equals to 0. So basically the value of x is 2 over here, and at the same time we will compare this one, x plus 3 is equals to 0. That means we will be getting the value of x as minus 3. Now since it is already given that both are factors, that means if we substitute the value of x as 2 and the value of x as minus 3 in this particular expression, the entire value should come to 0, because factor theorem says that it won't give any remainder, or basically the remainder would be 0 over here. So let us do that. Let us substitute the value of x as 2. So we will be getting 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into 2 minus 12, and we will compare this with 0 because it won't give you any remainder, or the remainder will be 0 over here. Now if you simplify this part, we will be getting 8 plus 4a plus 2b minus 12 is equals to 0, or basically 4a plus 2b minus 4 is equals to 0, or 2a plus b is equal, or let me write this as 4a plus 2b is equals to 4. We will take this 4 on the other side. So we got this expression. Now this expression can be simplified further by writing 2a plus b is equals to 2. I will consider this entire expression to be equation number 1 over here. Now let us put the value of x as minus 3 in the given expression, and we will simplify that one, and we will consider that expression that we are getting, that means the linear equation that we are getting, to be equation number 2. So let us do that. Now let us substitute the value of x as minus 3 in this given expression. So if we substitute the value of f as minus 3, we would be getting minus 3 whole cube plus a bracket minus 3 whole square plus b bracket minus 3 minus 12. That means this minus 3 whole cube will give you minus 27, this will give you plus 9a, and this will be minus 3b and then this would be minus 12. But remember, we will be getting 0 over here. So this is the equation that we are getting. So let us quickly simplify this one. We will be getting 9a minus 3b, and this minus 27 and minus 12 will give you minus 39. So let me write that as minus 39 is equals to 0, or 9a minus 3b is equals to 39. Let us cancel 3, or let us take 3 common. So if we take 3 common, we will be getting 3a minus b is equals to 13. So we are basically dividing both the sides with 3. So this is equation number 2 over here. So the equation number 2 is this one. We got this by dividing 3 on both the sides. So if we divide 9 by 3, we will be getting 3. 3 by 3, we will be getting 1. 39 by 3, we will be getting 13 over here. So this is the second equation. So let us quickly simplify both the equation and find out the value of a and b over here. Now let us solve these two linear equation. So we can easily solve this one because this is a plus b and this is a minus b. So we will be getting 5a, that is equals to 15, or a value is coming to be 3. Now the next thing is to put the value of a in any of the given expressions. I am putting the value of a in equation number 1. So if we put that, then we will be getting 2 into 3 plus b is equals to 2. That means b value is 2 minus 6, which is basically minus 4. That means b is coming to be minus 4. So the answer that we are getting over here is a is 3 and b is minus 4. So this is your answer. I hope you understood how to solve these type of questions. Let us quickly understand one more example based on the same type of question. So let us start with that one. Now let us understand this question. In this question it is given that x minus 2 is the factor of the given expression. When this expression is divided by x minus 3, it leaves a remainder 3. That means this is the remainder of this expression. But both the values are different over here, and we just need to find out the value of a and b. So let us quickly start with the first step. That means we will consider this entire expression. That means x cube plus ax square plus bx plus 6 to be the function of x, that means f of x. And we will consider x minus 2 is equals to 0. That means we will get the value of x as 2, and at the same time x minus 3 is equals to 0. That means we will get the value of x as 3. When we are going to put the value of x as 2 in this given expression, our remainder would be 0 because it is saying that it is factor. But when we will be putting the value of x as 3 in this given expression, our expression will be giving us 3 over here because it is giving you the remainder. So let us put the value of x as 2 over here. So f of 2 is equals to 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into 2 plus 6, that should be equal to 0, or we will be getting over here 8 plus 4a plus 2b plus 6 is equals to 0. That means 4a plus 2b is equals to minus 14, or 2a plus b is equals to minus 7. So we are considering this one to be equation number 1. Let us put the value of x as 3. In that case, we will consider that one, whatever we are getting, to be equation number 2. So let us do that. Now let us put the value of x as 3 in this given expression. So if we put that value, f of 3 would be 3 cube plus a into 3 square plus b into 3 plus 6, and since it is given that it leaves the remainder 3 over here, we will write 3 over here. That means basically we are comparing 3 with this given expression. Now 3 cube is 27 plus 9a plus 3b plus 6 is equals to 3. That means 9a plus 3b, which is now 27 plus 6 will give you 33. So it would be 3 minus 33, which is basically coming to be minus 30 over here. Or next step is to write 3a plus b is equals to minus 10. This we will consider to be equation number 2. What we have done basically is dividing both the sides by 3. So 9a becomes 3a, 3b becomes b, and minus 30 will become minus 10 over here. So this is the second expression, this is the first one. Let us simplify the simultaneous equation over here. Now let us solve these two simultaneously. Now if you observe, we are getting b, the coefficient of b to be 1 over here. So let us quickly change the sign in this expression. So this part will be cancelled. This 2a minus 3a will give you minus a over here, and minus 7 and plus 10 will give you plus 3 over here. So from this one, the value of a is coming to be minus 3. Now the next step is to put the value of a in any of the given expression. So we are basically putting the value of a in expression 1. So let us put that value. So 2 bracket minus 3 plus b is equals to minus 7. If you open the bracket, we will be getting minus 6 plus b is equals to minus 7, or b is equals to minus 7 plus 6. That means b is equals to minus 1. So we are basically getting a is equals to minus 3 and b is equals to minus 1. So these two are the answers, because we need to find out the value of a and b over here. So I hope you understood this given question as well as the solution of this one. Now we have already discussed about the factor theorem, remainder theorem, and all the concepts as well as the numericals based on this one. The next thing is I want all of you to solve those questions at home, and if you do have any query or any doubt, you can mail me in the mail ID that is already given in the description box. So if you do have query, you can mail me. I will be very happy if you mail me any queries. I will be helping you out with Dash Respect also. I will be very happy if you mail me in the mail ID if you do have any doubt, and if you want me to cover up any other topics, then I can cover up those topics also in the upcoming lectures. So till then, goodbye, see you in the next lecture.